So you can see that I was able to, I need the attention please, to copy the file later, please. Let's get over with this one. So what I simply did over here was simply just to type this command earlier on. And by typing this, I just showed me all the HTTP request methods. I can see it over here. I can go further by using EQ. And EQ means equals to, right? Get. You understand? Pressing this one, essentially what that does is to create a filter, right? I want to see every, if you don't listen, you're going to miss something very important here. As important as some of the stuff we're going to be doing later here, it is the basics that matter most. Remember, to get there, to use that, to maximize your knowledge of Wshk8, it's important for you to understand the basics. You miss the basics, and you're only going to be learning it in part. So here is what I'm trying to do over here right now. I'm trying to create a filter by saying, you know, look for any HTTP request method that is equals to get. And you can see now everything I'm looking for. With this one right now, I can tell you every website page browsed. You understand? Mm-hmm. With this command, because when you browse a page, you go there with the get request. So with this one right now, I can pretty much just focus on what I want to see instead of just wasting my time doing some stuff that may not be probably profitable or helpful in any way, shape, or size. So filtering is not just a luxury, it is critical. I'm trying to try and copy some of these files myself.
Yeah.
Is it got quotes on it or
Just one.
Let's see when he gets set.
what do you have before and after the get? Is it an asterisk or
Where's
quotes?
that quotes?
Quotes.
Okay.
Is it just because it's a string?
That's a word, we put it in the quote so that it's not mistaken it for the previous command. Once I click apply, it creates a filter over here for me. Right? There are other stuff that I can also do. I can also use a negation, not gate, just like we've done in some of our previous work. I could come over here and type, look at this, press interjection. You see that?
Exclamation.
Exclamation?
Yep. By doing that, I'm saying, look for anything but this.
Ah.
You understand?
Yep.
That's a negation. If I press enter, then it's going to look for anything but that one. See that? I can say, you know what? Don't look for head. Don't look for get. Look for head. Enter over here, head. And what is head command?
Header?
What is head command?
Header of a web page.
Head command for what? What is it? Say that again.
Stuff for it. The packet.
Not exactly. What is that? No, right there. No. The head command for HTTP. The head command is actually very, very common when you have a proxy server. Okay? Proxy server, act like a forwarder, right? You request a web page. The proxy server usually doesn't just go to retrieve the page for you. Proxy server first of all look in his cache and see whether the file has not changed since the last time he cached that web page. Because proxy server is the same thing as more or less like man in the middle. Do you understand? Proxy server inserts itself in the middle of a conversation between two machines, the client and the web server. So if you want to go to www.yahoo.com, you go through proxy server. Proxy server doesn't just go and retrieve that page for you on the internet. Proxy server use what they call a head command instead of get that you use. The head command is only going to collect the hash value, right,
Of the page.
of that page and compare that with what he already has in the cache account, just to make sure that that page has not changed. If that hash value is the same thing, then proxy is not going to go on the internet to download the fresh page for you.
Okay.
It's going to give you what he already has in his own cache. If that hash value is different, then proxy will go ahead
Get it.
and get it for you.
Got it.
You understand what I'm saying?
So we're, sorry.
Again, how much of packet analysis you're able to do is contingent on your understanding of these protocols. You understand what I'm saying? That was why, that's actually the focus on, and sincerely speaking, that's the reason why we made 2085 compulsory, from next semester, because you cannot do packet analysis when people are like dazed each time you talk about a command for this protocol, for that protocol, and you don't understand the basics. It makes it that much difficult for you to do analysis.
Oh yeah.
You understand? Because head, and people who do attack also use that as well. Because if I use head for a page, I'm not touching that page. It doesn't put my footprint on it. Right? I'm just trying to check it without putting my impact on it. I could have checked it by requesting for it, by using get command. But if I do get command, they have my IP address, they have my machine, they have all this information. By doing head command, I'm trying to smell it, but not, taste it. So what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you get it, is it there? And if I head your website and I get some information back without any error message, then I know you're there. You understand what I'm saying? That's the function of head. And I do that without, compromising, my, my security and my identity as well.
You want Wshk8 on this system?